In a world where whispers of the past intertwine with the shadows of the future, there exists a figure cloaked in grace and mystery, none other than the Virgin Mary. Imagine her, a beacon of light amidst chaos, her thoughts reflecting a profound understanding of humanity's struggles. Picture her gazing at the stars, contemplating the choices that lay ahead for us all. As the clock ticks down to August 2nd, 2024, a sense of urgency fills the air. The ancient tales speak of a darkness that will blanket the earth for 3 days, a phenomenon that many dismiss but few dare to ignore. What would she say to us in these moments? Would she urge us to seek shelter, to hold our loved ones close, and to find solace in faith? The weight of her presence resonates, calling us to reflect on our lives and the choices we make. The impending darkness is not merely a physical event, it's a reminder of the light we carry within. As the date approaches, the question lingers: will you heed the warning? 3 days of darkness loom, and the world may never be the same. In this time of uncertainty, let the wisdom of the Virgin guide your heart and mind. Stay inside, for the unknown awaits. Today, let's delve into a topic that has been echoing through our communities, a message that feels like it has emerged from some profound depth, revolving around the figure of the Virgin Mary. This devotion has always served as a beacon of light in our lives, guiding us through the shadows of uncertainty and despair. The Virgin Mary is more than just a sacred figure. She embodies love, compassion, and protection. In moments of hardship, countless individuals turn to her seeking solace and hope. It's fascinating how this figure, revered across cultures and generations, continues to resonate deeply with people facing struggles. Mary's life was a tapestry woven with threads of joy, sorrow, and unwavering faith. She is often depicted as a nurturing mother, a compassionate figure who understands the complexities of human experience. This nurturing aspect is something many find comforting. It reassures them that they are not alone in their trials. Her maternal qualities remind us of the importance of kindness and empathy in our own lives, especially when we encounter others who are suffering. This creates a sense of connection, a bond that transcends time and space, drawing us closer to her example. In recent times, a cautionary note has been making rounds. Don't leave your home on August 2nd, 2024. 3 days of darkness are approaching. This message carries a weighty sense of urgency, and it has stirred a flurry of questions among those who hear it. What could this mean? Is it a warning of a physical phenomenon, a metaphor for spiritual darkness, or something entirely different? The intrigue surrounding this message invites us to reflect on its implications and how we might interpret it through the lens of our faith. Mary, in her infinite wisdom, has always taught us the importance of prayer and contemplation. These practices are vital, especially in times of uncertainty. As we ponder the potential meaning behind this alert, we should remember that our faith can serve as an anchor. Instead of allowing fear to take root, we can channel our energies into being proactive in our spiritual lives, seeking understanding and clarity. The essence of this message may be urging us to unite in prayer, to lean on each other, and to remain steadfast in our beliefs, no matter how peculiar or daunting the circumstances may seem. Moreover, this particular moment in time could serve as a significant opportunity for introspection. Just as Mary accepted the unknown with grace, we too must learn to embrace uncertainty. Her unwavering trust in God's plan serves as a model for us to follow. Perhaps this impending darkness is a call to assess our spiritual lives, to strengthen our connections with one another, and to deepen our relationship with the divine. In doing so, we may find that the darkness, rather than a source of fear, can become a catalyst for growth and renewal. Let's take a moment to consider the nature of darkness itself. Often, darkness symbolizes more than just the absence of light. It embodies challenges and tribulations that we all face at various points in our lives. The Virgin Mary, during her earthly existence, encountered countless trials, from the moment of the Annunciation to witnessing the crucifixion of her Son. Each of these experiences was steeped in a profound sense of suffering, yet they also served as milestones on her journey of faith. Through her trials, she demonstrated that faith has the power to illuminate even the darkest paths. When we reflect on the possibility of an impending darkness, it can be easy to fall into despair. However, if we look closely, we can also recognize this as an opportunity to prepare ourselves spiritually. Just as Mary faced her trials with courage and faith, we too can find strength in our beliefs. This might be the moment to gather our inner resources, fortify our spirits, and lean into practices that help us feel connected to the divine. It's about harnessing the power of our faith to navigate the challenges that life may throw our way. The teachings of Mary remind us that our experiences of darkness can lead to profound personal transformation. In the face of adversity, we often discover reservoirs of strength we didn't know we possessed. By embracing these moments of hardship, we can cultivate resilience and foster a deeper understanding of ourselves and our faith. It's essential to remember that darkness can indeed be a teacher, guiding us to insights that we might overlook in times of ease and comfort. As we brace for the potential arrival of a 3-day darkness, it's crucial to remember that the call to prepare is not merely about physical readiness. It compels us to look inward, to confront our fears and doubts, and to emerge from this introspection with a renewed sense of purpose. Mary's example serves as a reminder that we can navigate these challenges with grace and dignity, holding on to our faith as our guiding light. Ultimately, the darkness that may lie ahead could also symbolize a collective awakening. It might inspire communities to come together, to share their experiences, and to support one another. The Virgin Mary exemplified community, as she often gathered those around her in times of need. As we anticipate the unknown, let us take this time to strengthen our bonds with each other, drawing on the wisdom of our shared beliefs and experiences. The idea of remaining indoors during this purported darkness can be perceived as a form of protection and self-care. Instead of succumbing to fear, we can utilize this time to reconnect with our spirituality, to pray, and to seek the intercession of the Virgin Mary. She is our celestial mother, always by our side, guiding us toward the light. In moments of solitude, we can find strength and renewal in our faith, just as Mary did during her own times of solitude and contemplation. Staying at home can also be seen as an opportunity to engage in practices that nourish our souls. This can involve prayer, meditation, reading sacred texts, or simply reflecting on our lives and the blessings we have received. By intentionally creating a space for spiritual reflection, we open ourselves to the possibility of transformation. This is where the silence can become a powerful ally, allowing us to listen more closely to our inner selves and to the divine voice that guides us. Moreover, the act of retreating into our homes does not have to equate to emotional isolation. Even if the warning suggests physical separation, we still have the means to connect with our communities. We can gather in spirit, sharing our thoughts and prayers through digital platforms, or by reaching out to loved ones. The Virgin Mary always exemplified the importance of community support, and we can follow her lead by extending our hands and hearts to those around us, even from a distance. This collective spirit of unity can amplify the power of our prayers during this time of uncertainty. By joining together in faith, we can create a tapestry of hope and support that can sustain us through any darkness that may come our way. Our shared experiences and collective prayers can illuminate the path forward, reminding us that we are never truly alone. The Virgin Mary's presence is felt most strongly when we come together as a community, united in our devotion and love. If the darkness of 3 days truly approaches, let us prepare not with a sense of dread, but with love and solidarity. This could be a time to meditate on the blessings in our lives, to reflect on the significance of faith, and to consider how we might serve as beacons of light for one another. Mary has always encouraged us to look forward with hope, even when the world appears to be shrouded in darkness. The notion of preparing for darkness also invites us to consider how we can be sources of light for others. Just as the Virgin Mary provided comfort and support to those in need, we too can embody that spirit of compassion. In times of uncertainty, reaching out to others can be an act of grace. We can offer our presence, our prayers, and our understanding to those who may be struggling, reinforcing the idea that we are all interconnected in this journey of faith. The strength that emerges from our faith community can be a powerful antidote to the fear that darkness may evoke. When we choose to embody love and compassion, we contribute to a collective resilience that can uplift us all. Each act of kindness, each word of encouragement, becomes a thread in the fabric of hope that binds us together. In this way, we can create a sanctuary of light in the midst of uncertainty, illuminating the path for ourselves and those who walk alongside us. Mary's unwavering faith serves as a guiding star, reminding us that even in the depths of despair, hope can flourish. Her example teaches us that embracing the light of faith allows us to transcend the shadows that may loom over us. When we anchor ourselves in love and compassion, we cultivate an inner light that can shine brightly, dispelling the darkness that threatens to encroach upon our lives. Ultimately, the message we receive about potential darkness is not merely a warning, it is a call to action. It invites us to prepare our hearts and minds, to strengthen our bonds with one another, and to foster a sense of community rooted in faith. The Virgin Mary has always exemplified the importance of unity, reminding us that together we can weather any storm and emerge stronger on the other side. As we navigate the uncertainties that lie ahead, let us carry the spirit of Mary within us. May her example inspire us to embrace the light, to nurture our faith, and to extend our hands to those in need. With her guidance, we can face whatever challenges may arise, confident that the light of love and faith will always find a way to shine through the darkness. Let's take a moment to ponder the essence of darkness. Often, darkness is not merely the absence of light, it represents challenges and tribulations that we face along our journey. Think about it. The world can feel overwhelming at times, can't it? We all experience moments when the weight of our struggles seems to eclipse the brightness of our hopes. This notion of darkness can feel daunting, but it is important to recognize it as a natural part of life. Just as the night follows day, we encounter difficulties that test our resilience. Reflecting on the life of the Virgin Mary can provide us with profound insights into navigating our own darkness. Mary faced immense trials, from the moment of the Annunciation to witnessing the crucifixion of her Son. Each of these events was steeped in sorrow and uncertainty, yet her unwavering faith served as a beacon during those times. Her ability to find strength in the face of such adversity teaches us that faith can be our guiding light, even when we feel lost in the shadows. When we hear about impending darkness, perhaps we should consider it an invitation to prepare ourselves spiritually, just as Mary prepared for the challenges she would face. This spiritual preparation can involve deep introspection and self-reflection. It's an opportunity to examine our lives, our choices, and our relationships. How often do we take the time to pause and truly reflect on our paths? The hustle and bustle of daily life can distract us from this essential practice. However, embracing silence and contemplation can help us confront our fears and uncertainties, much in the way Mary confronted her own doubts. By acknowledging the darkness, we can illuminate our inner selves and emerge with greater clarity and purpose. Moreover, darkness can also be a symbol of transformation. Just as a seed must be buried in the dark soil to grow into a tree, we often need to go through difficult times to emerge stronger and more resilient. This perspective invites us to view our struggles as opportunities for growth. The darkness, then, is not just something to fear. It is a necessary phase in our journey toward enlightenment. By embracing this concept, we can foster a sense of hope that even in the darkest hours, we are on the path to personal evolution. Ultimately, understanding the nature of darkness allows us to approach it with a sense of curiosity rather than dread. If we recognize that darkness can teach us valuable lessons, we can shift our mindset from one of fear to one of anticipation. We might find ourselves asking, "What is this experience trying to teach me?" Or, "How can I grow from this challenge?" In doing so, we align ourselves more closely with the spirit of the Virgin Mary, who faced her trials with grace, trust, and an open heart. When we think about the phrase, "Let it be done to me according to your word," we are reminded of Mary's profound openness to the divine plan. This moment was not just a passive acceptance. It was an active choice to trust in something greater than herself. In today's world, where uncertainty reigns supreme, how can we embody this sense of openness? It is a question worth exploring. Being open to the unknown can be daunting, yet it is also incredibly liberating. Mary's acceptance of her role in the divine plan encourages us to reflect on our own lives. Are we open to the possibilities that life presents, or do we cling tightly to our comfort zones, resisting change and growth? The message of being receptive to the divine is especially poignant in times of crisis. When challenges arise, we often instinctively grasp for control. However, true peace comes from surrendering to the flow of life and trusting that there is a purpose behind our experiences, even the painful ones. In moments of darkness, this openness can serve as our lifeline. It allows us to navigate uncertainty with grace and resilience. By embracing the unknown, we create space for miracles to unfold. Mary's willingness to embrace her new reality offers a model for us. It inspires us to lean into our faith during turbulent times. We may not know what lies ahead, but we can trust that we are being guided by a loving presence. This conviction can transform our fear into courage. Moreover, being open to divine plans means recognizing that we are part of a larger narrative. Our individual stories intersect with those of others, and together we weave a rich tapestry of humanity. Just as Mary's acceptance had far-reaching implications, our choices and openness can create ripples in the lives of those around us. When we approach life with an open heart, we foster connection and community, standing in solidarity with one another in our respective journeys. Lastly, Mary's example reminds us that our openness does not mean we will be devoid of fear or doubt. Rather, it is about choosing to trust despite those feelings. It's about acknowledging our vulnerabilities while still moving forward with faith. In doing so, we invite the light of understanding and hope to illuminate our paths, even amid darkness. This spirit of openness encourages us to embrace life's uncertainties with a sense of adventure and curiosity, allowing us to discover the beauty that can emerge from the unexpected. In a fast-paced world filled with constant noise and distractions, silence and introspection can feel like rare commodities. Yet these moments of stillness hold immense power, especially during challenging times. When we think about the darkness that may surround us, it becomes clear that taking time to reflect is crucial for our spiritual and emotional well-being. Just as Mary found solace and clarity in her moments of solitude, we too can benefit from stepping back and tuning into our inner selves. Silence invites us to listen, not just to the external world, but to the whispers of our hearts and souls. It allows us to sift through our thoughts and emotions, uncovering what truly lies beneath the surface. In moments of darkness, we may feel a whirlwind of feelings: fear, confusion, anger, or sadness. By allowing ourselves to sit with these emotions in silence, we create the opportunity to process them rather than suppress them. This practice can lead to greater self-awareness and understanding, guiding us towards healing and growth. Mary's life exemplifies the importance of contemplation. Throughout her journey, she took time to ponder the messages she received, reflecting on their significance and implications. This thoughtful approach enabled her to navigate the complexities of her life with wisdom and grace. In our own lives, we can emulate this by intentionally carving out time for reflection, whether through prayer, meditation, or simply sitting in quietude. These moments can help us gain clarity on our paths and deepen our connection to the divine. Additionally, introspection can reveal areas of our lives that need attention or healing. The darkness we face often serves as a mirror, reflecting our inner struggles and unresolved issues. By looking inward, we can identify patterns or behaviors that may be holding us back. This self-discovery is an essential step toward personal transformation. Just as Mary embraced her role in the divine plan, we too can embrace our journeys with authenticity and courage by acknowledging our truths. Furthermore, silence can be a powerful catalyst for connection with the divine. In the stillness, we can hear the gentle nudges and guidance that may go unnoticed amidst the chaos of daily life. This connection allows us to cultivate a deeper relationship with God, enhancing our faith and trust in the divine plan. As we seek refuge in silence, we open our hearts to receive wisdom and support from a higher power, fortifying our spirits for whatever challenges lie ahead. In essence, the power of silence and introspection cannot be overstated. It is in these moments of quietude that we can find clarity, healing, and connection. As we navigate the uncertainties of life, let us remember the importance of pausing, reflecting, and listening to our inner selves. Much like Mary, we can emerge from these moments rejuvenated and strengthened, ready to face whatever darkness may come our way. While the idea of retreating into silence and introspection is valuable, it's equally important to recognize the significance of community and connection, especially during challenging times. The message urging us to stay home may seem to suggest isolation, but it also opens the door to fostering deeper connections with those around us. In many ways, we are called not just to retreat, but to unite in spirit and purpose, much like the early followers of Christ who gathered in times of need. The Virgin Mary exemplified the power of community. Throughout her life, she surrounded herself with those who supported her, from her cousin Elizabeth to the disciples who followed her son. These relationships were not merely social, they were vital to her spiritual journey. In our own lives, we can find strength in community as we navigate our trials. Sharing our concerns, joys, and fears with others can create a sense of belonging that helps to alleviate the weight of darkness. Moreover, community fosters a sense of shared purpose and responsibility. When we come together, we lift each other up, providing encouragement and support. In moments of crisis, it's essential to remember that we are not alone. The act of reaching out to others can create a ripple effect of compassion and solidarity. Even if we are physically distanced, we can connect through technology, prayer, and shared intentions. This collective energy can be a powerful force against the darkness that may surround us. Additionally, the act of offering support to others can be transformative for ourselves. When we focus on uplifting those around us, we shift our perspective from fear to hope. This change in mindset can rekindle our spirits and remind us of the goodness that exists in humanity. Mary's life was filled with acts of kindness and service. Her nurturing nature serves as a reminder that we can also be vessels of light for others, even in our own struggles. The idea of staying home, especially in times of uncertainty, has taken on a whole new meaning in our lives. It isn't just about being physically present in our houses, it's about creating a sanctuary for ourselves and our loved ones. When we think about the notion of avoiding the outside world, we can see it as a protective measure against not only physical dangers, but also spiritual and emotional ones. The chaos of the outside world can often seep into our minds, leaving us uneasy and distracted. Staying home allows us the space to breathe and reflect, stepping away from the noise and confusion. Furthermore, this time spent at home can be viewed as a unique opportunity for personal growth. When the world slows down, we're given the chance to connect with our inner selves, to dig deep and evaluate what truly matters to us. We can engage in practices that nourish our spirit, such as meditation, prayer, or simply taking quiet moments to ourselves. Connecting with our spirituality can be particularly powerful. It serves as a reminder that we are part of something greater. The energy we cultivate at home can fortify us for whatever challenges lie ahead. Moreover, staying home should not be seen as a form of isolation, but rather as a chance to forge deeper connections with those we share our space with. It's a time to engage in meaningful conversations, to express love and gratitude, and to support one another's emotional needs. When we gather around the dinner table or share stories in the living room, we are reinforcing the bonds that hold us together as a family or a community. These moments can become cherished memories, reminding us of the strength we draw from our relationships. In addition to strengthening our personal connections, being home allows us to reach out to our extended community, even if we're not physically together. We can utilize technology to maintain our relationships, whether through video calls, social media, or even old-fashioned letters. This kind of outreach fosters a sense of belonging and support that can be incredibly uplifting during troubling times. By sharing our worries and joys, we can create a network of love and faith that mirrors the nurturing spirit of the Virgin Mary. Finally, as we prepare for the challenges ahead, it's important to remember that staying home can also be an act of love for others. By prioritizing our safety, we are simultaneously protecting those around us, particularly the vulnerable. This is a chance to embody the essence of compassion that the Virgin Mary represents. She teaches us that love is not just a feeling, it's an action. In our moment of introspection and protection, we can embody that love in how we treat ourselves and others. Staying home offers us a unique chance to deepen our spiritual connection. In the hustle and bustle of everyday life, it's easy to lose sight of our spiritual practices. However, when we retreat into the comfort of our homes, it becomes easier to foster a relationship with our faith. This time can be devoted to prayer, reflection, and the nurturing of our spiritual lives, just as the Virgin Mary did during her moments of solitude. She found strength in her faith, and we can do the same by dedicating ourselves to these practices. Moreover, engaging in spiritual activities at home can help ground us amidst chaos. We can create a sacred space in our homes, whether it's a corner with candles, a spot for meditation, or an area to display religious symbols. This designated space can serve as a reminder of our commitment to our faith. By returning to this space regularly, we can cultivate a sense of peace and connection, allowing us to draw strength from our beliefs. The act of returning to a physical space that represents our faith can be profoundly comforting. Additionally, this time can encourage us to explore new spiritual practices or revisit old ones that we may have set aside. We might find ourselves drawn to reading sacred texts, engaging in journaling, or even learning about the stories and teachings of the Virgin Mary. Each of these activities can deepen our understanding and appreciation of our faith. As we invest time in these spiritual pursuits, we may find ourselves experiencing a renewed sense of purpose and clarity in our lives. It's also essential to recognize that spirituality can take many forms. It doesn't have to be confined to traditional practices. It can also involve creative expression, such as writing, painting, or even cooking. Engaging in activities that bring us joy and satisfaction can be a form of spiritual renewal, as they allow us to express ourselves and connect with the divine in our unique ways. The Virgin Mary's life was filled with moments of creativity and nurturing, reminding us that our spiritual journeys can be as diverse as we are. Finally, this time of spiritual connection can inspire us to extend our compassion beyond our immediate circle. As we deepen our faith, we may feel compelled to share our insights and experiences with others, whether through prayer groups, online communities, or even informal gatherings with friends and family. By fostering a sense of collective spirituality, we are not only enriching our own lives, but also creating a supportive environment for those around us. The Virgin Mary's legacy teaches us that faith is a unifying force, and during these times, we can embody that spirit of unity and love. Even though we may be physically distancing ourselves from the world, the concept of community should remain at the forefront of our minds. The message urging us to stay home does not suggest that we should cut ourselves off from those we care about. Instead, it highlights the importance of finding new ways to connect with one another. Community is vital, especially in times of difficulty. It offers us strength and reassurance, reminding us that we are not alone in our struggles. One of the most beautiful aspects of community is the support we can provide for one another. In many ways, our love and care for each other can act as a balm for the wounds inflicted by uncertainty and fear. By reaching out to friends and family, even through a simple text or video call, we can show that we are here for one another. Sharing our feelings, concerns, and hopes can foster a sense of solidarity, reminding us that we are all in this together. Just as the Virgin Mary was a source of comfort and guidance for those around her, we too can emulate that spirit of support. Moreover, we can explore creative ways to engage with our communities virtually. Online platforms allow us to participate in group prayers, attend virtual services, or even host discussion groups focused on spirituality and faith. These digital gatherings can help foster a sense of belonging and purpose, ensuring that we remain connected despite physical barriers. The beauty of technology is that it enables us to extend our reach, inviting others into our spiritual practices and encouraging collective growth. In addition to reaching out to friends and family, we can also think about how we can support those in our broader community who may be struggling. Whether through volunteering for local organizations, donating to food banks, or simply checking in on neighbors, our actions can make a significant difference. The Virgin Mary's life was characterized by her unwavering commitment to serving others, and by following her example, we can embody that spirit of love and compassion in our own lives. Finally, we can take this time to reflect on the importance of building a strong community. As we navigate through uncertainty, we may find ourselves questioning the values and connections that matter most to us. This is an opportunity to strengthen those bonds, to seek out relationships that uplift and inspire us. By fostering a sense of community based on love, faith, and mutual respect, we can create a foundation that will support us through any darkness that may come our way. As we contemplate the potential challenges that may lie ahead, it's essential to approach them with a sense of preparedness that is rooted in faith. The message regarding the imminent darkness serves as a reminder that we should be proactive in fortifying our spiritual lives. Preparation isn't just about physical safety. It's also about cultivating a mindset that allows us to navigate difficulties with grace and resilience. The Virgin Mary exemplified this kind of preparedness, demonstrating unwavering faith even in the face of adversity. One way to prepare spiritually is by deepening our understanding of our faith. Engaging with sacred texts, attending virtual services, or participating in discussions about spirituality can help us reinforce our beliefs. By immersing ourselves in the teachings of our faith, we can find solace and guidance during tumultuous times. Just as Mary sought wisdom and comfort through her connection with God, we too can turn to our spiritual resources for strength. Moreover, nurturing a spirit of gratitude can serve as a powerful tool for preparation. In the midst of uncertainty, it's easy to focus solely on what we lack or fear losing. However, taking time to reflect on our blessings can shift our perspective. By acknowledging the good in our lives, we can cultivate a sense of contentment that shields us from despair. The Virgin Mary's life was filled with moments of gratitude, and by following her example, we can learn to appreciate the beauty in both the ordinary and extraordinary aspects of life. In addition to personal preparation, it's essential to cultivate a spirit of hope within our communities. When we come together in faith, we create a collective energy that can uplift and inspire us all. Encouraging conversations about hope and resilience can empower those around us to face challenges with courage. By sharing our stories, we can remind one another of the strength that comes from unity and faith. The Virgin Mary's presence in the lives of those around her serves as a powerful testament to the importance of communal support. Finally, as we prepare for whatever challenges may arise, it's vital to remember that we are not meant to face them alone. The Virgin Mary is often seen as a source of guidance and protection, and we can draw on that sense of divine support in our own lives. Whether through prayer, meditation, or simply reflecting on her teachings, we can find comfort in knowing that we are enveloped in love and care. By approaching the future with faith, we can confront the darkness with the assurance that the light will ultimately prevail. Hashem. As we dive deeper into the heart of the matter, let's reflect on the significance of the Virgin Mary in our lives. She embodies compassion, strength, and unwavering faith. Imagine her watching over us, guiding us through the storms of life. But with her guidance comes a warning: do not venture out on August 2nd, 2024. The shadows are creeping in, and the darkness of 3 days is approaching. What does this mean for us? It's an invitation to pause, to reflect, to seek solace in our homes. Picture the warmth of family gathered around, sharing stories, and finding strength in unity. Mary teaches us that in moments of uncertainty we should lean on each other, just as she leaned on her faith. Now take a moment to consider, what will you do during those days of darkness? Will you be prepared, both spiritually and emotionally? This is a time for introspection, for connecting with your inner self and with those you cherish. As you ponder these questions, remember that Mary's spirit is with us, guiding us to find light even in the darkest times. So what are your thoughts? Are you ready to embrace this journey together?